gary4juce version 3, which will be released by the time you see this video. We now have a 5th model in here. There's 4 other models that we don't really need to get into right now. But the newest one is ace-step. And if you haven't heard of ace-step, essentially it's like Suno. It can do vocals with lyrics and all that good stuff, which is interesting. Here at the Patch, we're a little more interested in using models to iterate on our existing audio. Because we're musicians, you know, we don't need to be replaced. Why don't we get a vocalist that can sing over our instrumentals? So we've got Lego mode, which can do things like this. And I chose not to give it lyrics. I actually didn't realize at first that I could give it lyrics. And personally, when I give it lyrics, I'm not too stoked. Like, it's a little bit AI slop, you know? I much prefer this Sims core, as we've come to call it. And the other thing you can do with it is you could do background vocals. So I think it's really going to be easier if I just do it, okay? I named him Carey. I don't know, dude. You know, Carey can be a dude or a lady. So, like, you know what I mean? Now, the thing is, this is musician first. So you're going to want to know the BPM of your track. I made this track, so I already know what BPM it is. It's 93. And I'm going to have to, I think it's in F sharp. You know, it's not a science, but I would say that's major. All right, and one of the caveats with this model is it was trained on full songs. So you really want to like have your finished instrumental before you start feeding it. But I have done some things in the UI here if you want to try and record some shorter input audios. It's gonna, this loop assist, it's going to duplicate the audio on the back end and just give it like a nice 2 minutes for it to jam out on. But let's roll the dice, eh? Carey might embarrass me, you know? It's not always perfect. As you can see, it gave us a vocal stem back. So we're going to drag that in. That's interesting. I might actually work with that and do some choppy chops, you know. We're musicians. We can do that. You have the DAW, you know. But I want to, let's hear another. Before I settle on the vocalist that I like. Sometimes it'll do this like K-pop dude, and I want that. With my music, it seems to really like doing lady singers. And maybe that's, I prefer the lady singers, but you could tell it to do a male. Let's see if we get some K-pop, dude. I gotta hear it. I gotta hear it. We got the K-pop. We got the K-pop, dude. Dope. You know, who knows? We might be doing subliminal Chinese propaganda messaging and have no idea. We making that Sims core. Let's do one more. Maybe we don't need the K-pop. I kind of like when it just chooses the lady. That first lady had some chops. We had some chops we'd want to do. No, see, and sometimes you get a failure mode. You can hear like it added some drums in there too. That's just the nature. That's that non-deterministic code for you. I hate it. I hate it. Absolutely hated what we were just doing, but we got to hear one style of vocal for that song. The Carey Cook. We're gonna get some vocals we like on this song.
Fame no stop, good boss no play. I could go some, but yes, no. I pay the bright nose on your coats. The ice is your look, that's on your goal. Balancing like you got more trend. Sharks and fat box and more too. Here is some lost to the other trend. Trouble me, baby, I got so. Is this what we would like to take? And there's happiness for me today. I guess there's a day when you right here. Yeah, when there's a wanna be this shit. I can't do someone to take. They just have to go in my way. I guess there's a day when you right here. Yeah, when there's a gonna be this. So this wouldn't I be? When this wouldn't I be? When this wouldn't.
What?
Is this the way we like to take? And that's happiness on me today. I guess there's a day when you right here. Yeah, when there's a gonna be this shit. I can't do someone to take. They just have to go in my way. I guess there's a day when you right here. Yeah, when there's a gonna be this. All this time is learning nothing. But it's time is learning nothing. All this time is learning nothing. All this time is learning nothing. But I say when me learning nothing. All this time is learning nothing. But I say when me learning nothing. Fame no stop, good boss no play. I could go some, but yes no. I pay the bright nose on the coats. The ice is your look, that's on your goal. Balancing like you got more trend. Sharks and fat box and more too. Here is some lost to the other trend.